and welcome to the Bijou School's graduation ceremony to celebrate and honor our graduating class of 2020. I am Miss MC, the proud principal of the Bijou School. This has been an extremely unusual year in so many ways for our staff, students, and families. I knew this year would be eventful because it was my first year as the principal of the Bijou School. But trust me, I had no idea how truly action-packed this year would be. I think back to my first day of school in August, and I recall meeting the Bijou leadership team that included several of our graduating seniors. I remember thinking to myself that if they were the representatives of the caliber of students attending Bijou, I was in for a great year. As I met each member of the graduating class of 2020, I realized the leaders were indeed a representative of the typical Bijou student. At the Bijou School, the staff and students have a motto that supports our goals and helps to guide our actions to be successful. We are the Bijou Dragons, and we are fired up. We are focused on academic achievement. We can imagine our academic growth. We show respect to others through student engagement. We can empower our future with post-secondary and workforce readiness. And we are determined to find our unique potential. It is clear to me that all of our graduates were fired up to earn their high school diploma. As I was looking at the pictures of our class of 2020, I could identify multiple reasons that each of these graduates could have used as an excuse to give up. In many cases, I'm not sure what I would have done in their shoes. I am continually humbled and amazed at the resilience and persistence of our graduates of the Bijou School. When it became evident that COVID-19 was going to turn life as we knew it upside down, and that the collateral damage was going to be the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020, we, the staff of the Bijou School, were heartbroken. Each and every one of you deserve to have the pomp and circumstance of a traditional graduation ceremony. But then I realized the class of 2020 is the graduation class that will make history. You are the class for whom the entire world shut down. You are a special class because you are the future of perseverance, determination, and adaptability. You finished during a time of global crisis, national hardship, and great personal challenges. You achieved what the staff of the Bijou School hoped for you. You are a high school graduate, ready to be fired up in your life and our world. One of the most beautiful symbols of the Bijou School is the logo of the dragon holding a precious gem. When I asked the staff about the significance of the logo, I was told that the word bijou in French means gem. Dragons are known as powerful guardians. Our students are the precious gems that the dragon is protecting until they graduate and discover their unique potential. You are well on your way to discovering your potential. We are so proud of the young adults you have become and grateful that we were a part of your lives. To honor you, we have created a video to celebrate your graduation and to guide you in your future endeavors. A special thank you to all of the amazing staff of the Bijou School for their professionalism, dedication, and leadership to guide you to your graduation. A very special thank you to Ms. Renee Cockrell for producing the video. Congratulations, class of 2020, and enjoy your graduation ceremony.
Hi, my name is Kaylin Israel, and it is my pleasure to be here speaking for our graduation today. Congratulations, class of 2020. It's official, we made it. Graduation has always seemed so far out of reach until I came to Bijou. I never saw myself graduating, much less being senior speaker. Even while I was writing this, it hit me. Wow, we actually made it here. This stage of our life is over. Before Bijou, I wasn't making the best choices, and I was going to drop out. Then I transferred in, and the less traditional approach Bijou was taking was a much better flow for me. The smaller class sizes definitely helped make it easier to make friends and get better grades. Plus, the teachers and staff actually care, which was much different than the school I left. After I transferred, school wasn't just a waste of time. For the first time, I enjoyed coming to school. Some of my favorite memories are from circles. The people I met and the friends I made is a big part of what I love about Bijou. I'd like to thank my classmates for being so genuine. I've learned so much from all of you while listening to your stories during circles. I appreciate your incredible life experiences that help shape the culture here at Bijou. I also want to thank all the teachers and staff for making our high school experiences as fun as possible. And a special thank you to Ray and Vic. Thank you, Ray, for being the patient supporter, and thank you to Vic for being the tough love. And thank you to all of the staff for making a lasting impact on all of us. Everyone has always told us how fast high school would fly by. Now that we're graduating, I know that's the truth. The connections we've made will be with us forever, even when we're too busy to stay in touch. We'll always share these memories. While we will be busy starting a new phase of our lives, I don't know about you, but I can relate to the words of famous philosopher Michael Scott from the TV show The Office when he says, "I know exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I have no idea what to do." As we head out into the real world, we may not always have the answer, but the education we have received here has taught us that we know more than we think we do, and that we have the ability to figure things out when life throws us a curveball. We know exactly what to do, even if we have no idea what to do. I am so grateful for my time at Bijou and my time with all of you. Thank you so much for the great times and memories, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Usually we do not realize how truly far we have come until we look back. In this case, it is us looking back on high school, savoring all the diverting moments, the laughs, possibly a howl or roar here and there. Trying to play basketball when we probably should have been in class, attending to our daily shenanigans, enjoying each other's company, but to say those are the only things to look back on would be complete fraud. We will also have memories of all going to school together, with such an amazing, excellent, wholehearted staff who will make you feel like you can do it. Not some days, but every day my teachers were right with me, driving and pushing me to become better today than I was yesterday, without missing a single beat. And although we didn't know that the Friday before the schools closed that it would be our last time learning and laughing in the same class together, it teaches us to appreciate one another, and not only that, but to never take what you have for granted, because everything can change in an instant. I learned this personally in my own life this year, and it is not until now I realized how far I came. My father, Jerome Garcia, my hero, passed away due to cancer in November. He was the strongest, most level-headed, dependable guy known for his dedication to his work and family. So I dedicate this speech, along with all my hard work throughout my years of high school, to my dad. I made it.
Hi, my name's Araya Kaneki, and a lot of you guys already know my story and why I started at Bijou. But in 2017, my freshman year, I moved in with my mom halfway through the year, and I was enrolled in Woodland Park. I was failing all of my classes because I was in honors classes and wasn't trying at all. And then, towards the end of the year, when we were about to have finals, my mom and stepdad split up, and things got really bad. My mom and I decided to move in with my sister, and that summer I went to New Mexico, and July 13th, my mom was murdered by my stepdad. That was one of the hardest things that my family and I have ever had to go through. It put a toll like schooling and social and like friends and everything. My sophomore year, I was enrolled in Bijou, and I started getting straight A's and B's. That was the greatest accomplishment I have ever had in my life, was A's and B's. My junior year, I graduated, so that would be this year, and I graduated with 49 credits. And why that's an accomplishment is because I didn't think I was going to make it through school due to what had happened with my mom and family problems and all of that. But I promised my mom that I would graduate and walk the stage. And her death was the reason I pushed myself so hard to finish school.
The first thing to do, don't get worked up. The next thing to do, carefully consider the task at hand for what it is, while remembering your purpose is to be a good human being. This quote is from a brilliant philosopher from 180 AD, Marcus Aurelius. He was my all-time favorite in college. It's been my privilege to encourage, guide, feed, snacks, you guys, and inspire generations of students. However, I've learned so much more from each one of you, so much more. Thank you. Xena Warrior Princess said, "Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable." A critical component is self-esteem in a student's ability to value their education, their self, their future, and their life. You're always one choice away from changing your life. That's by Mac Anderson. Of most of the choices I've made in my life, the choice to teach has been my favorite. To have a captive audience can be bittersweet. I love to tell stories, share film, and create an environment where students can thrive. It's been my passion for the past 20 years. My goal has always been for students to teach themselves and then show me what they've learned. I genuinely love each student, although there are those times I don't love your behavior. One of the things I've always shared with my students is my philosophy of life. Life is a beach and the waves never stop. One thing we can count on as humans is change. Change are the waves of life which are constant and never ending. Many waves are uplifting and supportive and not much effort. And then there are those that pummel you right into the sand. I've spent my 14 years enjoying my life as a teacher at Bijou. And it's been my home and my family. And I'll retire and leave my home and family this year. These are my harsh waves right now. Our Bijou graduates and all graduates are experiencing challenging waves right now. All of their expectations have had to shift. We are all surfing and trying hard to stay upright on the board. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. That's a Chinese proverb. So true. This is a painful, fearful time because we don't have specific answers to specific questions. Another quote by that wonderful guy, philosopher Marcus Aurelius, is you have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength, which we all need so much. The Bijou Dragons are an amazing group of humans. The staff genuinely care and love the students, and over time the students do begin to bond with their teachers and all of the staff. I'll miss you all. I'll conclude with these final words. To forgive others is to grow personally. Never assume. Always believe the best in others and in yourself. Know deep within that there is a purpose. Keep walking toward greatness and always keep your face to the light. Especially, your life is what your thoughts make it. And most importantly, be smart about being stupid. I love you.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Thomas and I'm the superintendent here in Colorado Springs School District 11. I want to take this opportunity to thank our principal, Miss Mary Catherine, as well as all the staff here at Bijou School for your amazing work and dedication to our students. And I especially want to thank you all for your preparation of this outstanding class of 2020 graduates. You students are simply amazing. You have overcome so many obstacles to get to this point in your life, and I know that there might be some more in your futures, but you are showing that you can persevere, especially during times of crisis. We're all living through this global pandemic, and I know that has changed the reality for many of us, but here we are today to celebrate you and all the great things that you have done here in School District 11 and how you continue to persevere even when those global crises hit. Now, this virtual experience is not anything that we would want to celebrate your accomplishments, and we know that as the restrictions continue to ease, we'll have an opportunity to have some type of physical engagement with you to celebrate your graduation. But until that time comes, this was a format that we felt would be safe for you, that we could do in a timely fashion. Now, I fully want to say you all are prepared to do anything you want in the world, and I proudly accept the graduating class at Bijou for your amazing work and what your future holds. At this time, I would like to call up one of our board directors, Director Mel Packham, to officially confer the graduating class of 2020 at Bijou School. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Congratulations to the Bijou School graduating class of 2020. I wish we were meeting in person to celebrate such an important milestone, but this virtual graduation ceremony is just another evidence of the challenges and obstacles this graduating class has had to overcome. I want each of you to take a moment and reflect on what you have accomplished, the hurdles you have conquered. Some of you had to juggle jobs and family obligations. Each of you have been tested and challenged in an unprecedented manner, especially over the past couple of months. But you did not let these challenges stop you. You showed tremendous resilience in the face of adversity, rising to the challenge. You reached this memorable milestone in your journey through your perseverance, commitment, and resiliency. So graduates, recognize this extraordinary moment that you helped engineer, celebrate it. Today, you are being recognized for never giving up and for innovatively adapting to the challenges you encountered. And as you celebrate this special occasion, please take a moment to recognize the incredible support and encouragement you received from your family, parents, friends, teachers, and the staff at Bijou, especially Principal Ruben Clapper. It is on their shoulders that you arrived at this moment. Thank everyone that supported your dream and got you to the finish line. Graduates, as you graduate today and receive your diploma, you walk into a world of endless possibilities and opportunities. You are fully prepared, equipped, and empowered to profoundly impact our world. So whatever you choose to do in the next phase of your life, do it with passion, treasure the experiences along the way, and contribute positively to the community around you. I cannot wait to see the impact each of you are going to have on this world. On behalf of the Colorado Springs School District 11 Board of Education, I am honored and delighted to accept the class of 2020 for the conferring of diplomas, and I announce that you have graduated. Congratulations.
Angel Eduardo Aguilar. Angel wants to thank the Bijou staff for supporting him on getting his work and classes finished so he could graduate. Gavin Eskel-Baki. Gavin wants to thank his mom and girlfriend for helping him through rough times. All I had was support that was much needed. Michael Creed Bogman. Michael wants to thank his big sister Jessica. She saved me from myself and provided me with everything I needed to be who I am now. Cameron Michael Bayet. Cameron came to Bijou to earn more credits. He loves Bijou because it is a family feeling and everyone cares. He is planning on going to PPCC or a trade school to focus on auto mechanics. He is working full-time still, but wants to get certifications to work with auto. He wants to thank his mom for always encouraging him to complete his diploma. She is very proud of him. Isaiah Blake Border. Isaiah came to Bijou to have more one-on-one with teachers. He loves Bijou because everyone cares and is willing to help him. He wants to thank his mother and father for always supporting him and encouraging him to graduate. He also wants to thank the whole Bijou staff for having his back and helping him to be successful. Killian Wyatt Bowker. Killian came to Bijou so he could be at a school where relationships mattered because Bijou focused on his strengths and not his weaknesses. He loved the one-on-one instruction he received at Bijou. He plans to move to Maryland to live with his aunt and save money. He then plans to increase his IT skills and do an apprentice plumber program. He wants to thank his family for all their support. Christopher Martin Brown. Chris came to Bijou for a better opportunity to graduate and for the career pathways. He plans to pursue a career in the auto service industry. He wants to thank his mom and dad for always being there for him and how they have encouraged him to finish strong and get his diploma. Josiah Vincent George Clamp. Josiah's favorite quote is by Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Alyssa Marie Klein. The 3 C's in life: choice, chance, change. You must make the choice to take the chance if you want anything in life to change. Austin Taylor Cole. Austin's favorite quote is from Master Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try. Jackson Charles Kozalter Behill. Jackson would like to thank Chandler Thompson because he was really positive in my last 2 years of school. Michael Cameron Davis. Mike says, I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. And he would like to show his appreciation and thank all of Bijou for their support and motivation to graduate. D'Angelo Kai Abel Duval. D'Angelo said he struggled socially and academically at his other school. He transferred to Bijou and turned things around, and now he's going to graduate. Alicia Christine Figueroa. Alicia would like to thank her father, mother, Holly, and all of her close friends and family that have pushed her to be the best her. At school, I'd like to thank Kenda for always believing in me, being there, and never letting me give up. Alicia Renee Garcia. Alicia started at Bijou and was a member of the leadership group. She has overcome many obstacles in her life, and her perseverance and determination will take her far in the future. Caden Jerome Garcia. Caden said, I came to Bijou my sophomore year and was very successful. I have been part of the student leadership team. I am graduating on time, even though I've had some hardships my senior year. I owe a lot of my success to the staff and teachers at Bijou. Lita Ann Graves. Lita said she came to Bijou her senior year and was part of the leadership team. She was involved in the child development pathways and excelled in her classes there. Noah Evan Gill. Noah came to Bijou his 10th grade year. It was a good move for him, and he found much success here. He was part of the automotive pathway, an area he is very attracted to, perhaps even pursuing a career in. Logan Chandler Haight. Logan would like to thank all of his teachers that he has had the opportunity to work with. He says, you all have taught me things that I don't think I would have ever learned from another school. I would like to give a special thanks to Bill, Cindy, and Vic. The 3 of them made my years at Bijou so magical. I appreciate each and every staff member of Bijou for making my high school years not so tough. John Michael Heinlein. John says what brought him to Bijou? He started at early college as a freshman, and college-level classes were too challenging, so he switched to Bijou and loved the friendliness of the staff and how the classes were structured. David Bernardino Hernandez. David was only a Bijou student for a short time. He came to us only needing 1 credit, and he tried each day to stay focused on graduating. David's determination is why he is graduating today. His future looks very bright. Braden Dean Humphrey. Braden wants to thank his mom, his family, and all the teachers at Bijou for helping him get through. Kaylin Ray Israel. Kaylin's favorite quote is by Theodore Roosevelt. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Charles Rene Johnson III. Charles would like to thank Ms. MC, principal of the Bijou School, and staff, Scott Clapper, mentor, Alonzo Baker, great-grandpa, for supporting him throughout his whole life. Chauncey Renee Johnson. Chauncey would like to thank his great-grandparents, mentor, and especially God for not giving up on him. Also, his teachers for teaching him and giving him insight on his culture and life lessons.
Hannah Marie Johnson. Hannah came to Bijou because it was smaller and she could earn more credits. She is accomplishing her goal of graduating at the end of her junior year. Hannah plans on working full-time before returning to school. She wants to make the world a better place. She'd like to thank her parents for all their support in allowing her to graduate early. Peyton Dean Johnston. Peyton would like to thank his parents and coworkers for pushing him to be the best that he can be. Brandon Michael Carr. Brandon thanks all the teachers who have helped him along the way. Colton John Kelly. Colton would like to thank his family, Chris, and Bill for helping him get through high school. Araya Nicole Konecki. Araya wants to thank her big sister for pushing her through every obstacle in life, big and small. She'd also like to thank her boyfriend for being there and pushing her past all the issues she's had so she was able to graduate this year. Magira Adele Lansbury. Magira excelled in her career pathway class. She has an infectious smile and compassionate heart. We see Magira doing great things in her future. Julian Rain Lagarda. Julian is a Career Start student taking criminal justice classes at PPCC. Julian plans to continue in this field after graduation. He is a natural-born leader, which he demonstrated through his participation in student leadership here at Bijou. Aurora Hope Lininger. Aurora wants to thank Kelly for always being there and understanding, Mrs. Knapp for being the wisest of the wise and always talking with her when she needed it, and finally, Chris Gray for helping her achieve her goals. Haley Glynn Longy. Haley says, "Thank you, Kelly, for keeping me grounded and telling me things I needed to hear. I wish my mom could have met you because I know she'd thank you for pushing me." Alec Matthew Margery. Alec would like to thank his mother, grandmother, and grandfather for helping him get through. Alize Evadel Martin. Alize came to Bijou behind on credits. To make up those credits, she attended Bijou, Springs Community Night School, and the digital school to be able to graduate on time. She has overcome many obstacles and will go far in whatever she decides to do. Zebediah Michael Madison. Zeb would like to thank Miss Ray for all the support and the positivity she brings to the classroom. Angelica Maria Mora. Angelica has a very sweet spirit and smile. Angelica has overcome some difficult obstacles that could have stood in the way of her graduating, but she just kept on pushing. She plans to join the military after high school and would like to thank the Bijou staff for all they've done. Colt Mason Ott. Colt would like to thank Mr. Cheshire, all the Bijou staff, the lunch ladies, Officer Tatum, Dr. Lamphere, and his mom. Skylar Christian Dakota Owens Haley. Skylar wants to thank his mom for pushing him to take the right path. Xander Devin Tycho Owens Haley. Xander's favorite saying is, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you have to put up with the rain." He would like to thank his mom and his girlfriend Lexi for their support in graduating. Deja Marie Parker. Deja's favorite quote is, "When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars." Nathaniel Alexander Powell. Nathaniel wanted to share this quotation by Jeff Rosenstock. "If ignorance is bliss, would you rather smile or fight?" Isaac Bernard Renner. Isaac has worked very hard to graduate. He always has a smile and a new joke every day. His charismatic personality will take him far. Brandon Sean Ridgway. Brandon says he lives by quotations, but here are a few of his favorites. The Power of the Mind is not a joke, by the music artist Drake, and the most important thing is to try to inspire people so they can be great in whatever they do, by athlete Kobe Bryant. Xavier Eric Rivera. Xavier excelled in IT career pathway classes, even working for the district last summer with the IT department. He participated in Bijou's leadership program, and he shared a sweet smile, quiet presence, and big heart. His future looks bright. Francisca May Rubalcaba. Francisca says, "Thank you to all the people I've met at the Bijou School. They are unforgettable." Koali'i Casper Sickles. Koa would like to say, do what you want, because who's there at the end? You. And thanks to all my parents for pushing me to do my utmost best. James Leroy Sipe. Jimmy would like to thank his mom for pushing him to get done and not giving up. Hazy Lynn Blaze Stevens. Hazy Lynn would like to say, thank you for supporting me through this time in my life. I enjoyed learning something new every day, in and outside of school. Brooke Marie Swartwood. Brooke would like to thank Miss Ray for always trying to support her, be there for her, and being a great teacher in general. Brooke would also like to thank her mom for being supportive and always being there when she needed her. Carmine Anthony Tagliere IV. Carmine would like to say thank you to everyone that knew I could do it while I was convinced otherwise, and to everyone that didn't think I had it in me. I can truthfully say I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for everyone at Bijou. I will forever be grateful for the understanding and patience of the Bijou staff. I hope this school continues to change and influence young people for the better, much like it did me. I love you, Bijou. Anna Marie Thompson. Anna wants to thank her grandma and family for telling her she could do it and telling her not to give up. Brendan Elijah Lee Thompson. Brendan wants to thank Miss Renee for being his teacher, his backbone, and his support. She's pushed him to thrive. To Mr. Champney, helping to open his eyes and realize the importance of his high school education. Last but not least, he wants to thank the whole Bijou staff. Thank you, everyone. Naya Marie Tierney. Naya would like to thank all the teachers she's had. If it wasn't for them, this wouldn't have been possible. Isaac Lee Wilson. Isaac is a Career Start student. He attends PPCC for the Auto Collision program and plans to continue in the automotive field after high school. Isaac is kind-hearted and always went out of his way to say good morning to staff members. Elijah Isaiah Withrow Rascon. Eli says what he likes the most about Bijou was the overall support between staff and students. Bijou was a positive environment. All staff were positive role models, and he could always count on them to be there for him. Chris was a major help. He would like to thank Kelly and Gina for their support. Reese May Wolf. Reese says Vic was her #1 supporter. She's never steered her wrong and has always been there for her, even if it wasn't school-related. Vic pushed her to do her best and to stay on the right track for graduation.
We would like to congratulate these graduates who are receiving their diplomas but were not able to participate in this ceremony. Tashawn, Jacob, Wade, Treaton, Daniel, Marco, and Aiden. Congratulations, guys.
Traditionally, the Bijou School presents awards to members of the graduating class who have accomplished a specific achievement. Our first award is the Bijou Dragons Car Club Scholarship. The Car Club Scholarship is awarded to a student who has participated in the auto shop program and is a member of the car club. The recipient displays leadership qualities in the automotive field. The $500 scholarship can be used in college or trade school in the field of the student's choice. The scholarship recipient of the class of 2020 is John Heinlein. The next award is our Dragon's Gem Award. The Dragon's Gem Award is presented to the student who best exemplifies the Bijou Dragon. The Bijou Dragons are fired up. We are focused on academic achievement. We can imagine our academic growth. We show respect to others through student engagement, and we can empower our future with post-secondary and workforce readiness. We are determined to find our unique potential. The Dragon's Gem of the class of 2020 is Colt Ott. The next award is our Phoenix Award. The Phoenix Award is presented to the student who has overcome the greatest obstacles to become a high school graduate. The Phoenix of the class of 2020 is Angel Aguilar. The next award is the Brightest Future Award. The Bright Future Award is presented to the student who has demonstrated the characteristics of a young adult ready to positively impact our world. The brightest future of the class of 2020 is Brandon Ridgway. Our next award is the Outstanding Determination Award. The Outstanding Determination Award is presented to the student who has demonstrated the characteristics of a young adult who just kept going, kind of like the Energizer Bunny. This student seemed to be plodding through at times, but made it and became a high school graduate. The most determined of the class of 2020 is Braden Humphrey. The final award is the Principal's Award of Excellence. The recipient's name will be on a plaque in the Bijou School Hall of Graduates. The Principal's Award of Excellence is presented to the student who has demonstrated characteristics from all of the categories of the Bijou School Awards. This student was fired up, overcame incredible obstacles, has a bright future, and was determined to become a high school graduate. The epitome of excellence of class of 2020 is Araya Konecki. The graduation tassel is a symbol of success. Traditionally, graduates start with the tassel on the right because you have earned the right to graduate. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is a symbolic crossing over from high school to another stage in your life. As a gift to our graduates, the Bijou High School's leadership team purchased commemorative tassels with a dragon charm on the tassel to celebrate all of the graduates' accomplishments. I officially invite the class of 2020 to stand up wherever you are and to move your tassel from the right to the left. I am happy to be the first one to call you high school graduates of the Bijou School's class of 2020. Congratulations, Bijou Dragons.